and the courage to face the challenges of the 21st century. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stephen. And now for what is frequently considered to be the high point of the evening, to which there are many high points, of course, but this is certainly one of them. Our singing grandfathers, under the leadership of the inimitable Don Hawthorne, singing a song which, of course, you'll recognize the tune, Rodgers and Hammerstein, from Oklahoma. But Don has written words to that tune, just especially for you young ladies. So listen for your own ears. Don and the Singing Grandfathers. John, we certainly thank you and all the grandfathers. Don't we? Now it's time to hear from our honored guests this evening, and we will let them speak for themselves and introduce themselves, but I will first of all start the ball rolling by introducing Princess Emily.
Thank you so much. That was the sweetest thing I think I've ever heard. Well, hello, I'm Princess Emily. I'm 17 years old and currently a senior at Temple City High School. There I'm involved with various clubs, including Interact Club, which is volunteer-based, as well as Link Crew, which is a freshman mentoring program. I've also been involved with my cheer team for 4 years now, and I'm actually captain of the varsity team this year. I'm very honored to be part of that because we don't only cheer at different sporting events, but we're also a competitive team. So we're going to nationals this year, so I'm very blessed. Outside of school, I'm also involved with my church youth group. I've done that for about 7 years now, and we do various community service activities such as feeding the homeless. I also get the chance to share my cheerleading skills with my church as well. Every summer, my sister and I teach a church cheer camp at my church, and it's just so heartwarming to teach a group of girls different lessons throughout the week and different dances and cheers. And actually, a few weeks before I tried out for the Royal Court, a little girl named Joy came up to me, and she started rambling on about how much she missed me in camp. And she really made me realize how I could be a role model for little girls like her, and she reminded me that I could share my inspiring stories as part of the Royal Court. So during my reign, I would love to be a positive influence just as I was to Joy, and just share my inspiring story with the community and this court. As far as the future, I would love to major in chemistry in college and hopefully pursue a career in the medical field. I'm very excited for all the different events we get to go to during my reign, and particularly this one is so heartwarming. I thank you all so much for being here tonight. God has blessed me with this amazing honor, and I couldn't be more grateful, so thank you. I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce you. It's Princess Bergen.
Hello, my name is Princess Bergen. I'm 17 and I am currently a senior at Mayfield Senior School and a resident of Pasadena. I have been involved in the dance conservatory at my school and have been since my freshman year, participating in numerous dance concerts such as our spring concert, our choreographer's ball, and new this year a modern hip-hop rendition of the Nutcracker, which should be interesting. I also am a member of the varsity soccer team at my school and have been since my freshman year. Some extracurriculars that are very important to me is my involvement in my parish Holy Family Church. When I started confirmation, I joined the ushering squad at church, and since then I've become a head youth usher, training numerous confirmation candidates and other teenagers hoping to become more involved in the parish. And since being confirmed, I have recently become a Eucharistic minister there as well. This is very important to me and really makes me feel involved in the parish and has really confirmed my faith there as well. I have a younger brother, Jack, and an unofficial brother, which is my doggy Tank, who is a chocolate lab. For the future, I plan to major in business and communications in college and hopefully pursue a career in the business side of film. I feel so very blessed and honored to be part of this process and have my 6 new sisters here. I've always wanted I've always wanted a sister. I've only had a brother and now I have 6 of them, so I feel very blessed. And I'm so happy to be here with all of you tonight, and I'd like to thank you for that song. I'm still a little bit emotional, I'm to tears. So thank you so much. And next is Princess Mona.
I too would like to thank you all for that beautiful rendition of the song. We were all very moved, Princess Bergen especially. Hi everyone, I'm Princess Simona. I'm 17 years old, a resident of Arcadia, and also a senior at Westridge School for Girls in Pasadena. As a mere second grader, I had the very enchanting but strange experience of being able to sleep overnight at the orthopedic mattress store on Colorado Boulevard the night before the Rose Parade. And so that very next day, me, my sister, and a few of my friends laid out on this huge mattress facing the street outside and watched the Rose Parade go by through the glass window. And ever since this experience, I've always felt this strange inclination to know more about the Tournament of Roses and somehow get involved with this beautiful royal court that I always seem to admire from afar. And so now, standing here as a very blessed member, I would like to thank the Queen and Court Committee for everything that they've done. I am very passionate about music as well. Ever since a very young age of 4, I've been classically trained in piano, studying at my home through private lessons as well as at the Colburn School of Performing Arts. And I'm also the president of my school glee club. And one of the most moving experiences I've had is going to Japan and actually being able to sing in front of a monument of Sadako Sasaki, who was a victim of the radiation poisoning during World War II. And as my glee club and I stood there before her statue and we sang Amazing Grace, I learned this very large lesson of forgiveness and learned that atonement can be achieved through multiple paths and that it's completely subjective. And so through the Royal Court, through my music and songwriting, as well as my extreme passion for using that as an outlet of expression, I really want to move individuals to be able to share their type of talent through whatever they have and be able to inspire others and illuminate them in their own type of life. So I would like to thank everyone here for inviting us over here, and I'm so happy that I get to share this moment with you all. Have a wonderful evening. Once again, forgot. But I would like to invite Princess Mackenzie up to the podium.
Good evening. Ooh, it's on. Well, as Princess Simona said, I am Princess Mackenzie. I am a first-year student at Pasadena City College, where I am majoring in musical theater. And I actually discovered my passion for musical theater at Temple City High School. I was very involved in the arts, and I hope to pursue it in the future. I had the privilege of playing Princess Belle in Beauty and the Beast my senior year, so I got a taste of what it was like to live like a princess, and I would have never imagined that I would get to experience it in real life. So thank you, Queen and Court Committee, so much for this opportunity. Now, a part of being a princess, every princess has a castle. So our castle is the Wrigley Mansion on Orange Grove, and if you haven't seen it, you should go and see it. It's absolutely magnificent, and it is our home away from home, and we've already created so many memories there. And I would like to share with you guys a song from Beauty and the Beast called Home. It's something that Belle sings when she's thinking about home and reminiscing. So bear with me. I was told every day in my childhood, even when we grow old, home should be where the heart is, never a word so true. And those are words that I believe in so passionately, because I do believe that wherever there is love, it is home. So I would like to thank you so much for opening up your home to us and for making us feel so loved. So, and thank you for the men's chorus. I'm a big fan of Oklahoma. That's my favorite musical. So I loved your rendition. So have a lovely evening, and please welcome Princess Veronica.
Thank you, Mackenzie. What a treat. 2 songs in one evening. I feel like I should have paid for tickets to a show. As Mackenzie said, my name is Princess Veronica. I'm 19 years old, a resident of Pasadena, and also a student at Pasadena City College. I graduated from San Marino High School not too far away, where I was captain of the cross-country and track team, two great passions of mine. Another passion of mine is community service. While at San Marino High School, I was a peer mentor for students who had disabilities, as well as a volunteer at Sunrise Assisted Living. Before high school, when I was 14 years old, I was given the opportunity to work at our family restaurant, not too far away as well, just up the street on Foothill Boulevard. It's called Rancheros. I see some customers in the audience. Working at such a young age, I learned a great deal about respect, about responsibility, about hard work. I started off as a scrub and I worked my way up to one of the head waitress positions, but the most important lesson, the most important thing I learned about myself through my process of working was my love for people. I'm currently studying communications and I'd like to pursue a career in counseling for mental health. I feel that by listening, by talking, by understanding people's stories, we really are able to connect with one another. Inspiring stories is a great theme for our parade, and a personal story of my own I'd like to share with you is during my process of trying out for the Rose Court, I was one of the unique girls like Mackenzie who had actually tried out twice. So this year when I tried out again, I got back up on that horse, but it wasn't something I was completely fearless about. I was quite nervous. So in order to conquer my fear of the interview process, I did something to conquer an even greater fear, a fear that I had of heights. All my life, I've been afraid of heights, and the day before my interview, for the first time in my 19 years of life, I got up on an airplane. And once I got up on that airplane and I was at 10,000 feet, I did something even more crazy. I jumped out of the plane. So it was skydiving, tandem skydiving, so nothing too crazy, but when I was falling at 180 miles per hour, there wasn't much that was going through my mind. I will say, when the parachute opened and I was able to see this incredible view, I realized in that moment that had I not challenged myself to try again, to have resilience, I would not have been able to have that moment of such beauty. I feel so similarly about Rose Court because had I not challenged myself, I would not be a princess standing before you today. I'm so blessed and honored to have this moment with you. It is with great honor that I introduce our queen, my sister, Queen Madison.
I'm Queen Madison, and I attend Marshall Fundamental. There, at Marshall, I have been involved in my Black Student Union for 4 years. And last year, I was elected president, so this will be my second year being president, as well as the Pasadena City Youth Council. I was recently elected chair. And with the Pasadena City Youth Council and VSU, we are extremely involved in the community and helping others, old and young. I plan to become a CFO in the future, as well as open a nonprofit organization that will educate minorities in financial literacy. As a Royal Court member, we are required to give speeches and public speak. As a 10-year-old, I was not confident public speaking at all, until an elder at my church told me that same morning that I would say the announcements in front of the entire congregation. And I was extremely nervous, but with my faith and the support of all of the children there that were also giving announcements, I was able to do that. And since then, I've been involved in my church, giving the announcements daily to our Bible study as well as on Sundays. I played Mary in a church play, and I've also done a little bit of performing without speaking. So that just goes to say that I am extremely blessed, and I have so much faith in my church, in myself, and in God. And without the push of my elder, I would not be here today. So I would just like to thank my church, Victory Bible. It's right up on Hill. If you haven't visited, please come. I'll be there. And to wrap it up, I would just like to say thank you so much for opening the doors of your home and inviting us here. As Princess Mackenzie, Bergen, and Emily, Simona, and Veronica said, that song touched all of our hearts. And I would just like to thank you so much. Each of us kind of teared up a little bit. It was so sweet. And that is definitely something we will remember throughout our reign and throughout the rest of our lives. So thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Wonderful. That applause could go on for a long, long time. Now it is time to hear from our esteemed Executive Director of Monte Vista Grove Homes, Deborah Herbert, who always has some good words for the girls, words which we always appreciate because they're from us as well. May I ask that everybody remain seated after Debbie's remarks and closing prayer. Then the girls will be escorted to the back of the room, and then they will go and visit you at your tables. And tea and cookies and things will be served at the table. So at this point, Deborah Herbert, there she is.
Can you hear me? Or may I need to use this? Okay. You guys didn't know what you were in for tonight, did you? I want to welcome everyone, and I also want to extend my personal thanks to the chairman of the Queen and Court Committee, Mark Levins, who so graciously made it possible for the girls to continue this long-standing tradition in honor of our 90th anniversary. We realize that there are many demands on the girls' time, and on paper, we look just like any other retirement home. I hope that after this evening, you realize that we are much more than that. So we've already heard that this is the 126th Tournament of Roses Parade, and it's the 101st Rose Bowl game. You've heard that the theme is inspiring stories. I'd like to quote what the website says about this theme. The theme allows us to reflect on and appreciate many people around us who elevate the human spirit by who they are, what they have done, and what they continue to do. It pays tribute to those who have loved unconditionally, persevered courageously, endured patiently, and accomplished much on behalf of others. I've been here 19 years this month, so I can honestly say that this theme describes the residents of Monte Vista Grove Homes. So I don't suppose you have room on your float for 150 other people to join you. In all seriousness, we hope that your experience here tonight will give you an inspiring story to share with someone else. Many of you know that the Grand Marshal is the late Louis Zamperini.